a little bit of soul and motivational interviewing. I was recently rewatching the movie Soul. It's a really sweet animated movie about a jazz musician who is about to get his big break when he falls in a hole and dies. So that's not a spoiler because that happens at the very beginning of the movie. What happens after that is he basically figures out, instead of going towards the light, cheating his way back to Earth, and he's then in his apartment about getting ready for his big break, his jazz concert that night, when a trombone student shows up at his door because he's also a band teacher. So this trombone student knocks on his door and says, like, "Mr. G, I'm here from a lesson, but I quit." And he opens the door, and instead of responding in his normal way, which is how most of us adults would respond if a student says, "I quit," we would argue against it, right? Because he's had all of this stuff happen. Just watch the movie. He responds differently. He says, "Yeah, you probably should quit." And he continues on with her. "Yeah, quitting. School's pointless. Jazz is pointless. Yeah, probably should just quit." And his reaction gives her pause and causes her to go in a different direction. She says, "Well, perhaps let me just play you this little song note I've been working on, and you can tell me to quit after that." So she proceeds to play this beautiful piece, and you can tell that she's just transported by her music, and it's beautiful. And he's pretty shocked too, and he says, "Wow, you really love that." So that's a reflection, right? You really love that. And she says, "Yeah, I do. Maybe I better not quit right now." And she leaves. Because he approached this situation differently, he avoided what is called psychological reactance. Now, psychological reactance is our natural tendency to argue when someone tells us what to do. So don't quit. "Yeah, I'm going to quit," right? It's a natural human response. When we're ambivalent and someone tells us what to do, we tend to argue against it. Motivational interviewing invites us to sidestep psychological reactance by evoking their motivation for change rather than imparting it. If we try to impart it, we can kick up that reactance. So I just thought I would share a little bit because I see this everywhere in my personal life, in my work life, where psychological reactance is just there as an invitation if we respond in our normal ways of trying to argue people out of change or tell them what to do.